The Glassmaker's Secret. In the seaside town of Veyron, there stood an old workshop with windows that caught the morning sun like trapped jewels. It belonged to Master Audron, the last glassmaker in the region. His work was delicate, flawless, yet he never sold his finest pieces. Those he kept locked away in a hidden cabinet, showing them only to a few apprentices before they drifted on. The townsfolk whispered that Audron's glass didn't just reflect light, it held it. Sailors claimed that carrying one of his small prisms kept storms at bay. Children swore that if you peered into his goblets at dusk, you could see places far away, snowy peaks, endless deserts, even floating cities. But none dared ask him how. One autumn evening, a young orphan named Ceres lingered by his door. She had been watching him for weeks, fascinated by the dance of fire and sand. When he noticed her peeking in, instead of chasing her away, he invited her inside. Her wide eyes followed every movement as molten glass stretched and spun, until it became a fragile sphere glowing like a captured star. "Do you want to know the secret?" he asked quietly. Ceres nodded. Audron held up the glowing sphere. "Glass remembers. Every grain of sand was once part of something older than shore. The mountain, even the bones of forgotten creatures. Fire wakes those memories, and my hands give them shape." That night, he handed Ceres a small vial made of blue glass. "Look when the moon is high," he said. "And remember, what you see is not always meant to be taken." When the moonlight struck the vial, Ceres gasped. Inside swirled an entire ocean, waves breaking and retreating against unseen shores. She could hear it faintly, like a seashell's whisper. From then on, Audron taught her carefully, showing her how to listen to the glass, how to let it breathe. Years passed, and the townsfolk began to notice a change. Where once the old master's shutters had been closed, now light spilled from his windows in radiant colors, brighter than before. It was Ceres at the furnace now, shaping wonders the world had not seen. When Audron finally passed, the townsfolk gathered at dawn. The sun rose, and every window in Veyron shimmered with a quiet glow, as if the town itself remembered him. And in her workshop, Ceres worked late into the night, whispering to the glass. She knew what Audron had given her wasn't just a craft, it was a way of keeping memory alive, of catching fragments of the world before they vanished. Some say even now, if you hold one of her creations to the light, you might glimpse more than just your reflection. You might see a place long gone, or one yet to come.